Hey guys, welcome back to Solo YGO. Alex here. Thank you, Jay, for having me back on the channel. And today we have a Tearlaments Lightsworn deck profile. In my opinion, I feel like if you can't afford the Horus cards, but you still want to play Tear, this is one of the options. And here soon in April, we'll be having, the new Lightsworn support come out, hashtag hype bro, Lightsworn cards, amazing. Hopefully we go for the third back, Lightsworns are good back in the day. And when did they become good again? When the XYZ Minerva came out, right?
They were good when they first released.
Yeah, just Lightsworns gonna be great again. Make Lightsworns great again, you know what I'm saying? So here's the deck profile. All right, so let's get this going. So I have Tearlaments Sharon, obviously the one of. If we could play more copies of this, that would be really great. One Merly and then one Havness. Obviously your 3 1-ofs, your 3 ladies here. Best cards in the deck, in my opinion. I really wish we would get a rarity bump for these cards, even though they're at 1. One of your best normal summons, 3 Rhino Heart. You want to play this at 3 unless it gets hit. But right now, you could use this to throw away one of your ladies, and then if you have your extenders in the graveyard, you can easily fusion summon, you could special summon them, really good. And then now we have 3 Tearlaments Kashtira. I play this at max, you'll find out why later. I play this at 3 because she's a good extender. If you get your Rhino Heart, Impermed or Ash, for that send, you can still, do quick effect Tearlaments Kashtira to chain on to their effect, so you could special and then mill 3. So really amazing, as long as you have that Tearlaments card in your hand. And now I do play a small danger package, 2 Nessie and 1 Mothman. I only play 2 Nessie. I would go to 3, but right now I'm playing 42 cards in the deck. I don't want to make it 43. So I only play 2 Danger Nessies and 1 Danger Mothman. I feel like this is also a good ratio for the side deck, and you'll see why here in a second. And then I do play a very small Shaddoll package. This one's Shaddoll Beast and one Shaddoll Hell Shaddoll Hollow. This is just to mill 1 extra card. This is to draw a card when you mill them by card effect, which is really awesome. Obviously, you gotta have them if you want to go into Baron here. 2 Destiny Hero Malicious. This card is insane. I can see why it's been at 2 for pretty much its whole life. If this is in the graveyard, you can banish it and special summon 1, which can make an easy Baron for you. I do play 2 Beast Kings of the Swamp. I do like this card, the classic. You can play the other Beast King of the other Swamp card that just, you could replace them for polymerization. That give you access to Guardian Chimera in your deck if you wanted to. I played this just, it's an old classic and I like it.
You don't want to play 1 Destiny Hero Denier?
I don't have 1 Destiny Hero Denier. I can't tell you how many times I have tried it with that. I've always milled it, or I've always it was just a brick every time. I don't know why. And I do play 1 Night Sword Serpent. I think this is a very slept on card. This is pretty much Wolf, but when you special summon him and he leaves the field, he gets banished, kind of like Rhino Heart when it gets milled. But he's a water type. So that is also really good for going into some of your fusions, say if you mill really bad, in which, let's be honest here, guys, Tear can mill really bad. I do play 1 Destrudo, the Lost Dragon Frisian. Like I said, this is also could help you get into your Baron if you really need to. And then I do still play 2 Ishizu cards, obviously the 1 Medora and the 1 Keldo. Obviously, these work really well with the field spell still. That's why I play 2 of it. If they didn't work as well with the field spell, I would cut them. And now let's get to the part where everyone's probably here for. Let's get with the Lightsworn. So I do play 1 Felis, the Lightsworn Archer. I would change her for another Raiden, and I do play 2 Raiden. I would change the Archer to a Raiden, but I do think I feel like having the 1 mill special summon is a little bit better. So you have 5 normal summons. You have the Rhino Heart, and then you have Raiden to mill, which is really, really good. And then these aren't cost too. That's the crazy card. You only have 1 Lightsworn card that's for cost right now, and we'll get to that here in a second. So that's for the level 4 tuners. I do play 1 Minerva. She just gives you an extra mill if she gets sent off by a card effect. And I do play 1 Beast. 1 Wolf, the Lightsworn Beast. I do want to play 2 more of him. But as of right now, I feel like 1 is the best. I can't tell you how many times I have had 2 of him in the deck or 3. He's always in my starting hand. I want to see an extender or anything because, once Tear gets going, it's hard to stop. So I only play 1 Wolf. And then I do play 3 Charge of the Light Brigade. I know this is really scary, and a lot of people don't like playing Lightsworn with Tear just because these cards are cost. But I can't tell you guys how many times that I've milled. I've milled a Merly, a Sharon, and I was able to recuperate them because I also hit a Medora. So I wasn't really concerned about setting them for cost. Yeah, you won't get those 3 cards, but you can easily search Raiden, which can easily mill you 2 cards and then on the normal summon. So I'm not scared of the charge. You can get hit by Droll just in this deck, depending on what you have, but you know, it is a Droll format. 3 of honestly the best field spell ever known to man. Primitive Planet Paralino. This is the great field spell. If this ever gets hit in the future, I'm gonna cry. But this card right here is, if you see this, you have full combo. It doesn't matter, you have full combo every time. It's really, really awesome. I do play, this is also debatable, I do play 3 Scream. I like Scream, I like having in my opening hand. So say if I have Tear in my opening hand, I could play Scream, normal summon Rhino Heart effect, and then chain Scream, so then I can mill the card and then mill 3, which I could hit a lot more, depending on what like I said, it's an RNG deck, guys. It's really RNG, so I can't really do like a combo tutorial video for this, but we'll see. Then I do play the 1 Foolish Burial and 1 Foolish Burial Goods. Foolish Burial Goods is able to hit the traps. It's able to hit whatever you need. Like the traps can be able to add a Tear or a Tear from your graveyard. So that's the rest of the spells right there. And let's talk about the traps. I do play 2 Solic, 1 Meta Noise, and 1 Trivikarma. Trivikarma is just to get this field spell out. Meta Noise, if you milled bad with you know, Charge the Light Brigade, and if you milled this, you can get one of your Tears in your hand. So say if you hit a Sharon, you could instantly add her to hand from your graveyard, activate Sharon effect, go full combo, insane. Solic, if this gets thrown away, you can add a Tear element direct from your deck to your hand. It's really, really amazing, and I feel like this tech should never die. It's that great. I do play the 1 Rukalos. That's why we play the Beast King, because unfortunately Kit is still banned. Bring her back. Ban Instant Fusion, bring Kit back. But Rukalos, honestly, the reason why also I love playing the card. I do like, you know, decks that have their inherent boss monsters, and Rukalos is definitely one of those. And then the other boss monster is the Tearlaments Kaleido Heart. Absolutely insane card. Wish I could play more of him, but honestly, he's best at 1. He's really best at 1, just because you are limited for your extra deck slots. And then I do play the 1 Hellshadal Winda. This is just a floodgate, in my opinion. Yeah, they just remove floodgates from the format, but Winda can still win you games. You know, literally tells your opponent you can only special summon 1 time. It does have the drawback where you can only special summon once as well. So usually when you're going full combo, you want to try to get her out last. And then once you have everything set up, you know, I can't tell you how many times I've ended on a board where I have Rukalos, Kaleido Heart, Baron, and Winda, and usually that just wins me a game.
Wait, so you're telling me Winda can win you the game?
Yeah, Winda can win you the game, boys. Win the game. And then I do play 1 Grapha. This is also, I don't really go into him. He's if I need the extra interruption. If I want to go and say if I don't have the trap, Rukalos, Baron, SP. Like, say if I didn't have that combo and if I went uninterrupted, absolute god mills, I go into Grappa just to have that extra interruption, you know, just discard a card and then make it to where they just negate that. And then I do play 1 Predaplant, Drago Dispelia. This guy, oh my lord, I can't tell you how many times just having Havness in your hand is so insane when you're going first, in my opinion, because you keep Havness in your hand, and then they activate a monster effect, special summon Havness, mill 3, you can hit one of your tier names, and then instantly make this as another interruption. It's so insane. And then I do play, you know, Mud Dragon and Garua for obvious reasons. So Garua you can go into, if, like I said, if you mill bad, say your charge hit, you know, one of the tier names, and then you had like a Sharon or a Merly or a Havness get milled, then you could go into a Garua, and Garua you could special, and then Raiden you could normal, and then make a Baron and then draw 1. So it's really, really good for that combo right there. Honestly, my favorite girl, it felt so good to put this in the deck. Minerva, the Exalted Lightsworn. Oh, I'm so happy that she's back. Can't wait for the new Lightsworn support. It was really nice putting her in the deck and be able to play her again. It does suck because when people say that know that I'm playing Lightsworns, oh, they always say her. She is the card that she's your zombie vampire. Say if you don't have the horror stuff, she just mills 3, and for every Lightsworn card you hit, you can destroy a card in the field. So she's really nice because she does mill. This is where the deck does get kind of a little crazy for me. I do play 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon. The reason why I play this is because I do play that Danger package. In the side deck, you'll see another reason why here soon. This is for time. I don't like praying I mill Scatter Shot and I burn them for 500. I would prefer to make this, sit on this, and if they activate a monster effect, or activate, is it just an effect, or each time someone activates a card or effect? Yeah, each time they activate a card or effect, it burns them. I'd rather have that than pray I hit a Scatter Shot for time. Then I have 1 Typhon. This is honestly, if you just keep getting interrupted, going second. This deck does have a harder time going second, but 1 Typhon can honestly, such an insane card. I do play 1 Abyss Dweller. This is literally this is the tier killer. This is the Fire King killer. You just could make this right away, activate effect. Fire Kings aren't going to be able to activate their stuff from the graveyard. So honestly, Abyss Dweller, still a crack card, still an amazing card for graveyard decks. I do play 1 Baron. This is the only synchro I play in the deck. When the new Lightsworn cards come out here soon, you'll definitely be playing more synchros and different XYZs. The whole deck is going to change once the new Lightsworn stuff comes out. But I do play the 1 Baron. Obviously a really good card, a really good standard card that everyone plays. Talk about standard cards that everyone plays. SP Little Knight. Honestly, guys, this is the only reason why this deck is expensive, is because I do play 1 SP Little Knight. Honestly, I think in total, without the SP, I think the deck is like $90 or maybe close to 100. But that's only because of the field spell. But I haven't looked at the deck price that in that while. But SP Little Knight, obviously a really good card. That's what makes his deck a little bit more expensive. I do play 1 Dark Charmer Gloomy. This is really good. Say if you get interrupted, you have 2 dark monsters on the field, you can instantly, not 2 dark monsters, you just need 1. So like say if you have Sharon or something else, you can make her take one of the things and do a link climb. And then I do play 1 Cross Sheep. I want to remove this card, but I can't tell you how many times I've gotten interrupted. I made Cross Sheep, milled, made Rukalos, and then, you know, I made Rukalos, or just one of the fusions, made Rukalos, and then Cross Sheep special summons back one of my level 4s, and then I can make a Baron and just keep playing. Like, it's honestly really insane. I want to remove Cross Sheep, but I can't tell you how many times this guy's come up. And it's actually a little irritating for how many times this guy's come up. And now for the side deck, I do play some weird stuff, but this is why I play the Red Eyes. I do play 1 PPW, the Wraith Soft, and I do play 3 Fenrirs, so you have more access to level 7s. Fenrir is just an insane card. I absolutely hate the card. I swear one day, once he gets banned, I will freaking tear this thing up because I hate Fenrir. But he's such an amazing card, and yeah, he's just an amazing card. He's played in everything. Talk about another amazing card. I play 3 Super Polys. Talk about you're having a hard time going second. Oh, you just have Super Poly. You know, you're facing Vanadium. Super Poly, yeah, get rid of that board. Shake my hand. I just milled everything. Super Poly just ruins everyone's lives. An amazing card. I love it when people are like, yeah, I'm going to go full combo. And Tier really doesn't run hand traps because you don't want to mill hand traps. But when they go full combo and you have Super Poly, you just go Super Poly. And they're just like, oh, and they just have to sit there because they can't respond to it. And for Noble Knight, you're not going to be facing that anymore. Oh, they have Angelic's Ring. You know, like, that's only the card that really, in my opinion, in this format stops Super Poly. Alrighty, and then I do have 3 Nibiru. We do play 1 hand trap, but we need to make sure if people can play in a Nib. Honestly, I feel like it's either Droll or Nib. You play one of them. You play Droll or Nib. Droll, if the deck can really die to Droll, I play the Nib because I feel like there's a lot of people that play in a Nib. Right now, Fire King plays in a Nib. Rescue Ace sometimes could play in a Nib. But I feel like Nib is a little bit more important than Droll because there is decks that can still play.
You're forgetting 1 hand trap.
Which hand trap?
The one that literally destroys you.
Hey. We're not talking about D-Shifter here. They D-Shifter me, we scoop, boys. We scoop.
If your deck can play D-Shifter and it hurts the format, you play D-Shifter.
Yeah, oh yeah, no. If your deck can play D-Shifter, boys. But if you play D-Shifter, you suck. You suck. I'll admit that. I do play a Thrust package in here. I only have 2 Thrusts, so I'm pretty sure if you see my other deck profiles, it hasn't changed. When I have 3 thrust boys, you know something glad happened in my life. 1 Evenly, 1 Harpies, and 1 Herald of the Abyss. I do kind of just want to, like, Herald of the Abyss is searchable with Thrust. There are people that play Pearly. Voiceless Voice is becoming a thing. So if you can bait out their negate with Voiceless Voice, search, use Thrust, get Abyss, get rid of that stupid Towers monster. I'm not going to lie, Voiceless Voice is good, but Pearly is still the best tower deck in my opinion. So that is the side deck, boys. I hope you guys really enjoy the video. I do want to say, though, like I said, beware that in April, oh, we're coming. Lightsworns, we're coming, boys. Lightsworns in the chat, hype. Let's get hype here. I will say in April, you know, I know we're playing more of a tier package in here, but in April, the engines are going to completely reverse. We're going to be playing Lightsworn all day, boys. Lightsworn tier, not tier Lightsworn. So if you guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Please turn on notifications and, you know, leave a message in the comments. If you guys don't like the deck profile, don't like it. But if you like it, please like it and subscribe. You guys have a good rest of your day. Peace out.